I'm a man of faith. I believe that God works in my life and guides me and speaks to me through different things. I don't believe He causes every single little event, but in most of the things that happen, I look to see if God is telling me something, if He's guiding me a certain way. And this weekend ended up being one of those times. It had been kind of a hectic week, and I'd been planning most of the week to go out to Catayca Creek, set up a day camp, just have some time by myself, to be quiet, to be still. But it ended up being a lot different and a lot better. On Friday, my buddy Mike the Stranger messaged and said, "Hey, I'm on Catayca Creek." So I decided to go out early and meet him. It was great to connect with him. While we were talking, he got an important phone call that was really good news, and we praised God for that. I went on to my camp, had a wonderful camp, saw lots of wildlife, and it was perfect weather. The next day, my buddy Samuel messaged and said, "Hey, me and my brother-in-law is going to Catayca Creek." I said, "I'm already out there, so I'll meet y'all." And I did. It was great to get to meet them and hang out. And then as I'm going back to my truck at the end of my trip, I ran into a young man that I'd met there about a year ago, just by chance. It was good to reconnect with him and talk for a little bit. And so what I thought was going to be a time of quiet and getting away from everything and having some time to myself, it ended up being blessed by several people, and hopefully I blessed them in return. And so I hope you enjoyed this trip that was not planned. And when I did have a plan, it didn't go as I planned. It went a lot better. So I hope you enjoy this trip of unexpected blessings. Hey y'all, Dan with the Southern Paddler Channel. It's Friday afternoon. I took the afternoon off and I'm going camping. My buddy Mike the Stranger was already on the creek here today, and he had sent me a couple of pictures, and I was planning on coming out tomorrow anyway to spend the day, maybe do a day camp. And when he sent those pictures, things were a little slow at work, so I said, by golly, I'm taking a half day and I'm getting out there now with my hammock and all my camping gear. So I will be camping tonight, and it's going to be great weather. This will be the first time I've camped since it started cooling off. The high today was only 71. The low tonight is 47. So in my book, that's pretty close to perfect camping weather. So I've got everything in my canoe. I'm on the water, and I'm heading upstream. And I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to camp, but I'm just going to figure it out as I go along. So let's go, y'all. Called my buddy Mike's on the phone. Just put on Catayca Creek, and there's Mike's boat over there. He texted me earlier today told me he was on Cateka Creek. I was planning on coming out here tomorrow, and he sent me a couple pictures, and it ruined my day, my work day, that is. So I took the afternoon off, gathered up all my camping gear, and I'm out here to go camping. And I got to run into my buddy Mike as a bonus, so we're gonna let him get off the phone here, and I'll check back in a little bit.
So far, so good. I'm sitting here and being videotaped by my buddy.
Mike's on his second phone call. He must be a popular dude. I'm glad I don't get a lot of phone calls. I don't like talking on the phone, but
Yeah.
he's a popular dude. Mike is a great guy, though. I'm glad we got to run into him today. So I'm about to shove off, but I'll check back in a little bit. Stranger, always good to see you, my brother. You be safe going home. All right, see you, Mike. Okay, I'm back on the water, moving upstream again. Had a nice little chat with my buddy Mike the Stranger. Glad we got to cross paths today. And so now I got to find me a camp spot and get set up. It's about 2:30. Should have plenty of daylight to get to wherever I want to go. I'm thinking of going to a spot that I camped at once, the first time, with Chris Piku, Yak Mafia. It's a Yak Mafia camp spot. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. But to get to that, I'll pass one of my probably very common camp spots where I've camped with Mike the Stranger and camped there several times, solo with others. I'll also pass the what I call the heavily used camp spot, and that's really nice as far as space and being clear. Anyway, so I'm going to ease on down the creek here and find me a spot to set up and spend the next 24 plus hours just relaxing and taking it all in. So I found camp for the evening. I think it's about 4 o'clock, probably. And this spot is, oh look, there's a better entrance here, maybe. A little closer. Got some logs down in it, but I could probably make that work. I might make that work. Look at that. But yeah, this is the spot here. I have camped here at least once before with Mike the Stranger. I think this was our second camp on Catayca Creek. First one was where he was in my spot. Just kidding. I say that only because I just saw him a few minutes ago. We chatted. Good to see Mike. But yeah, we camped here once before, and this is the spot. So I think I may just pull on down here to this little opening here. Got some logs down, but I can work it in there and make it work. And that'll be, have to carry my stuff shorter distance. Man, nice spot here. I stopped and looked at one other spot. There's a little over that I camped at before, but it was winter time. Still kind of grown up for the, as the summer and fall kind of, as the summer wraps up and we're in the fall. But yeah, this is gonna work. So let me park my boat a little closer and I'll start setting up camp. Got my hammock set up. Got my boat pulled up here on the bank. Got all my crap laid out. And I've got my table and chair set up. So it is 4:10. I think the sun sets around 6, so I'm doing pretty good. So I'm going to get my fire going. Oh, and I did bring some Publix blue cheeseburgers to grill tonight. Got my little grill, got some charcoal. So I'll get my campfire going, get a place, cleared out for it, get that going, and then I'll start the charcoal and I will have me some burgers for supper here a little bit later. But anyway, time to go get some firewood. All right, here's my little starter log, and that once you get it lit, it'll burn for a good little while and get all your sticks and other stuff going. But they don't really start that easily. So I have tumbleweed. You can get these at Lowe's or Walmart, whatever, and it's just some kind of straw or something. I don't know if it's got something on it, but they light real easily and they go. So I'll use that to start the starter log, and then I'll have my sticks on the starter log, and that'll get my fire going, get my base going. So I'll show you that. I'm about to do it right now. All right, so just to kind of show you, I'm gonna hold that lighter on it for several seconds, and it'll kind of go. Then it's susceptible to wind or whatever, and it goes out. So that's why I bring the tumbleweeds, and now I'll show you how I use the tumbleweeds with the starter logs. So I flick it, and then it goes. So I'll make sure that that's over the starter log. And once that starter log kind of gets going a little bit, I've got some really small sticks and twigs here that I'll put on it. But I'll give this just a minute to kind of get that starter log nice and warm, get it going, and then I'll put some of the small stuff on it. Right, you can see that the starter log's already started to kind of take off. So I'll take some of the small stuff and just kind of put it on there. And of course you see how the flames go down, because it's partly blocking the air and it's partly just kind of sucking all the heat out of the tumbleweed and the starter log till the wood gets going. But this is small stuff, it'll start quick. The tumbleweed itself could actually start these sticks. So that's one reason I go ahead and start it. You can tell now these sticks are already starting to burn and the flame is growing. So the starter log, I could probably start these sticks without it, but that starter log will make sure that the fire, you know, kind of goes, even if I let my sticks die down or something. It's just make sure that the fire gets a really good start. So what I'll do now is let those take on just a little bit, and I'm gonna start getting some more small stuff to put on there. All right, so I'll put some more small stuff on there, kind of covering it more on both sides, because the flame's coming up on both sides, and you can tell that it's just really taking off and getting a good start. Starter log down in there is doing real good. All right, got my fire going with my little backlog. And see all that red and orange down there in the middle? That's your coals building up. That's where your heat is. And that's what's going to catch everything else on fire when you put it on there. So once you get that built to a certain point, you can do pretty good. Got the burgers on, and I'm wondering if I might have put too little charcoal in there. So the grills are a little different. I went with a little less charcoal, and it might take a little longer, but that's fine. But again, 5:30, got around 30 minutes of daylight left, which would be plenty. But here's a little look around. The sun is setting back that direction. But here's my camp. My boat's there, and the creek's right over there. And the hammock right in the path of the smoke, so it's going to have a good smoky odor to it tonight, and probably for a few weeks. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just sitting here enjoying this nice evening, and I'm going to cook these burgers up, and I'll let you know how they turn out. Man, look at those burgers. They looking good. So I done got out my plate, utensil to eat with, a little napkin. Got my charger out. I got 1 bar of signal. I've been kind of checking my phone, and it because it's only 1 bar, it's really slow and it takes a lot of juice. Got my little portable GoPro charger. Got my 3 batteries that I've already used today. My 2 Hero 12s that I have on my boat for the trip out, for charging those. And then my 3rd battery is the one I use for this handheld that I'm recording with right now, and they're already gone through 1 battery there. So anyway, yeah, just taking care of some housekeeping stuff while I sit here and wait for the burgers to get done. What else? Oh yeah, I got my lantern out for when I need it. I got my headlamp, you know, so as it's getting darker quick, so I'm getting all the stuff that I need right now kind of on my table, so that I'll have it and can find it. And I think I've got everything really, so I'm just going to wait for these burgers to finish up, and I'll enjoy those. And like I said, I got my utensils, eating stuff, lights, and I'll just keep my little fire going here. and enjoy this evening. And I will let you know how those burgers turn out. All right, I know it's getting dark, but just had to try to give you one last shot of these burgers. They are done. Woo-wee. Good old blue cheese burgers done just right. Ooey gooey blue cheese right in the middle. Whew. I'm ready to dig in. Watching the sun set over it through the trees. Okay, it's already set, but watching it get darker. But I'm about to enjoy this supper by my little campfire. And I will check back in a little bit. Good morning. It is about 7 o'clock. And I've just been laying here watching the woods wake up. I slept really good last night. Probably went to bed around, or asleep. Didn't go to bed. Went to the hammock around 10. A little after. But yeah, slept good and no issues, and it's about 48 degrees, so it's a little cool out, but I stayed warm and comfy in my hammock. I got a little underquilt hammock, my sleeping bag, which I just used as a blanket. So I had a top quilt, but didn't even feel really like I needed it. Pileated woodpecker sounding off over there. So anyway, it is time to get up and get me a nice toasty fire started and get some coffee. Beautiful morning. Got my fire going, got my first cup of coffee made. It's my favorite thing. I love waking up at camp, first light, getting that fire going on a cool morning and feeling the heat from that fire and enjoying a nice hot cup of coffee. This is my favorite. It's 11:30. I'm just still enjoying this beautiful fall day. There's my view. Could take a creek running along there. Already got my hammock and sleep stuff packed up. Everything's sitting right there, ready to load up when I get ready, but I ain't ready yet. Still want to sit here and breathe a little campfire smoke. I've moved several times. It was great yesterday. I sat in one spot and never moved. But this morning with that breeze, for whatever reason, these trees and I guess some of the ridges around here makes it just swirl. So it's moving all around, and I've had to move all around too this morning. But it is a beautiful morning, beautiful Saturday morning, and just enjoying this quiet time. I brought some little Italian wraps that I bought at Publix for kind of an early lunch because I didn't really eat breakfast. I wasn't hungry when I got up. I had my coffee. I brought a Mountain House meal but didn't want to fix it, and so then about 10 or so I think I had those little Italian wrap sandwich thing, and so it was good. And now I'm just sitting here relaxing and taking in the view, and I have one bar of signal. I can, every now and then I'll check my phone, but it's too slow to spin any real time on there, which is fine because, again, just sitting out here soaking all this up is wonderful. But anyway, I'm going to chill out a little bit longer, and I'll update you when I start to pack up and head out. All right, just left camp. It's, I don't even know, 1:30, and heading upstream. I'm going to meet my buddy Samuel that we paddled out here a month or so back. He messaged and asked if I was out, and I said, yep, I'm going to take a creek. He said he and his brother-in-law were heading out here, so they're going to put in at Upper River. So I'm heading upstream to meet them, which should be about 2 miles. And then eventually I'll make my way back down to my truck, which is 5 miles from up there. But I imagine that once we meet up, we'll start heading downstream anyway. And at some point they'll head back and I'll keep going. So I think that's the plan. We'll find out soon. Samuel and Ryan have both just caught fish. I'm switching to the handheld camera because it don't show as much. I don't want to give away their spot, and they found a good one, so we'll see if they can keep it going. And I'm about to try to burn a trail back to the truck. It's getting late, and I got probably about 4 miles to go. Great to see y'all today, and I'm gonna get on down this creek. I do.
I noticed it.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah, Southern Paddler.
well, I talked to you a little around this time last year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just finishing. I camped last night upstream and just heading back to the ramp.
Really?
Yeah.
I think last year it was cold. And one of my buddies fell in the water. And the other ramp just
Oh, that's
came
right. Yeah, yep. Was y'all fishing up around the bridge?
up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That's awesome.
Hey, I think I got a roof on this boat now.
Man, that's sweet. Heck yeah. Y'all just out riding around?
We're gonna try to do some crappie fishing, but they ain't biting, so we're just burning gas now, I reckon.
I hear you. Went upstream and met him for a little bit, and actually saw the old Iron Bridge.
It's pretty cool. I've jumped off of it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Trust me, I wouldn't do it. I'm too old for that. Well, hey, the cameras are on, so you'll be on this one.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Hey, man, y'all have fun.